But we're still digesting earnings, so let's address another set. We've got the management of Kansai Nerolac joining in on the show right now. It's looking at the fine print, it's an inline set of set, while the PAT has jumped 58%. What's leading to the margins? Is increased competition really a concern going forward? Let's try and analyze and probe the management a little bit more about this. Anuj Jain, the MD, joins us on the show right now. Anuj, hi, good morning. Welcome to ET Now. It's been another weak quarter for you that you've reported. You know, while your top line has been largely flat, your margins, I'm guessing, were under pressure. Tell me, what are the reasons according to this? And of course, when is it that you actually see a turnaround coming in?
No, so top line, if you see, there is a growth of about 1.7%. And we have a mix of industrial and decorative. In decorative, the demand was muted in the second quarter, mainly because of erratic monsoons, and also in the paint industry, whenever there's a late Diwali, there's a shift of demand which happens towards the third quarter. So that has been the reason. And if you look at the industrial, which is a combination of automotive, the passenger vehicle, two-wheelers, and the non-auto industrial, there the demand has been decent. And if you look at the margins, I think the prices have been stable, and the growth of over 50% in the margin is a decent growth. So I think going forward, we expect that the demand for industrial remain decent, and there is likely to be a situation where the decorative demand also will pick up, because the monsoons are over and near to normal monsoons have been there. And also Diwali, pre-Diwali, there's a longer time available. So we expect a better demand in the coming quarters.
Okay. You know, we were just chatting with Asian Paints the other day, and they stated that they are looking at double-digit volume guidance. Tell me, what is the range that you can anticipate? Because it's been an elongated festive season now for the next quarter, that is.
Yeah, so I think that double-digit volume growth is definitely what we are anticipating, because Diwali being in the month of November, and pre-Diwali you are almost getting 45 days. So I think double-digit growth for the industry is something which is looking there.
Okay. The other thing I wanted to understand is the trends that you're seeing now within the urban as well as the rural regions, and what the product mix is looking like geography-wise.
So growth, I think for last 4 or 5 quarters is higher in the urban markets, and it is still lower. In between, in some quarters, we have seen there was some uptake in the rural market. But I think even in the quarter 2, the growth in the urban sector is higher by 2 to 3%. And in terms of product mix, there is a mixed bag. But in our case, especially in the quarter 2, we have seen the improvement in the mix, and that is mainly because of more sale of the premium items.
Sure. Within the rural segment, though, are you witnessing any downtrading?
In the rural segment, yes. But in the urban sector, it is more about premium.
Got it. What about price hikes? Are you expecting any calibrated moves considering the sharp rise that one has seen in crude?
As of now, the prices are stable. But obviously, looking at the volatility in crude and forex, we need to be watchful. We do feel that towards the end of this quarter, there may be some increase in the raw material prices. But I think we are going to wait to see when it gets stabilized and then take an appropriate call.
Okay. How much of pressure on your business will actually stem from competition? Because, Grasim will be launching their product, Birla Opus as well, post-December 23.
No, paint industry is, the size of decorative, if you see, it's about 50,000 crores. And in the longer run, last 5 years, 10 years, we have seen that paint industry has been growing in double digit. And we expect that the growth scenario for the paint industry in the coming 5 years also would be same. So I think increased competition obviously puts some pressure, but it is always good for the market, because you see more innovation, more people participating in terms of communication, and therefore in paint industry still 25 to 30% growth. The contribution comes from the unorganized sector. So one see more shift toward the formalization. The penetration in the paint is just about 55%. So more people, when they participate, it always help in terms of increasing the growth of the industry. So I think it's a good sign from the consumer perspective. Obviously, for the existing player, there could be heightened competition, but I think market has the capacity to absorb more players.
Okay. Also wanted to understand what the outlook is when it comes to the industrial segment, especially autos, given the kind of buoyancy we're seeing in that sector.
Yeah, so in fact, if you look at passenger vehicle, especially last quarter also, the production growth of the passenger vehicle has been in the range of around 6%. And we believe that this kind of decent growth should continue in the coming quarters also. In two-wheelers, the production growth was flattish. And we believe that in the coming quarters, we expect that the rural demand will pick up, and that will show a positive traction on the two-wheeler also. And we have a good market share in two-wheeler market, and if that demand picks up, I think that will also help us.
Right. Okay, Anuj, great to have you on the show. Thank you so much for taking the time out and speaking with us
Thanks.
today.